Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kirsten and today I want to address a somewhat delicate question. Does politics in any form belong on this YouTube channel or on the social media pages that are associated with it? The question has been brewing for quite some time. Whenever I express a political opinion or talk about political content, people send me messages saying things like, "I didn't think this was a political channel," or "This is not what I came to this page for." And fair enough, it is a fair question. This is not a channel devoted to politics, it's a writing channel. Should I be letting my political opinions seep through? The thing is, writing is one of our primary two means of communication. It is how we convey messages, opinions, facts, and news. Lives can be enhanced and destroyed through things that are conveyed in writing. Lives can be saved and, tragically, lost as a result of written communication. Writing is an incredibly powerful tool, more powerful in most cases than the spoken word because it has such staying power. Written works are quoted all the time as justifications for the choices people make or the beliefs they hold. People dispute evolution in spite of overwhelming scientific evidence because it goes against the Genesis story. People believe they have an inalienable right to own and carry whatever guns they want because of the Second Amendment. If you are involved in a contract dispute in court, the judge cares less about what one person said to another and more about what was actually put into writing. As a writer, I believe that I have a responsibility to use the platforms I have in a way that will not cause harm to others. When it comes to my work, which centers around mental health and addictions, the wrong information could lead to people making choices that are potentially harmful. Messages containing blame or judgment could result in people with mental illnesses and addictions being marginalized and treated badly by certain segments of society. And then it becomes a human rights issue, and to me, the line between politics and human rights is almost indistinguishable. When we look at what politics actually is, the governance of a country and the distribution of its resources, we see that politics is the mechanism by which human rights are granted or denied. I have some clearly defined positions on many political issues, and that determines how I live my life and how I run my business. Historically, writers who are Black, Indigenous, and people of color have been terribly underrepresented. Their stories have not been written about enough, and when they have, a lot of times they've been written by white writers who have no clue because they haven't lived that life. We see the same thing when it comes to the LGBTQ+ community. Gay romance seems to be an up-and-coming genre, but hardly any of the books are written by actual gay people, and the LGBTQ+ community is becoming increasingly disheartened by how badly their relationships are being characterized in works of fiction. As a human rights supporter who happens to be a writer, I do what I can to promote proper representation in the writing community for all writers. When I'm buying writing software or products, or anything that will be used in my work, I actively seek out businesses that are owned by members of marginalized communities, or at the very least that support diversity and inclusion. And let's look at this from the perspective of potential clients. Some of my core beliefs are as follows. Black lives matter, trans men are men, trans women are women, women have the right to choose what to do with their own bodies, COVID is real, masks work, vaccines, COVID and otherwise, save lives. If someone who runs an anti-vax organization wants web content written, shouldn't they know whether the writer they are approaching holds the same views as them? If someone is looking for a blog to be written for a bakery that won't make wedding cakes for gay couples, wouldn't it make sense for them to refrain from asking a writer who is an LGBTQ+ ally? So that's really it. I don't use this channel as a stage to voice my political rants. If you want that kind of content, check out my other channel. But sometimes there is good reason for me to state a political opinion over here. Life and writing are intertwined, and politics, specifically politics relating to human rights, is a huge part of life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.